Cool. Okay, we're doing a review of the Nike Romaleos 2, as you can see. I've got a slightly more subtle colour, the black, white, grey. They are incredibly well made, so if I were to carry on using them, they'll probably last me a lifetime. I'm not fashionable anyway, but the fact that they're going to last so long is good reason not to go for one of the bright colours. But it is up to you. As you can see, they've got the wedge on the back. That's probably 3/4 of an inch, the wedge. And if I take them off, I can better show you the shoe itself. There we go, just show you the shoes. We sell a lot of these through the Gym Revolution, so I thought it was worth. I've tried them on before, so I was familiar with them, but I haven't trained consistently for a long time in them. So I like to be even more familiar with the products and know them inside and out. So I've been wearing them probably 4 to 6 weeks. You've been training in them, Tom?
Yes, I'm right.
There's a few issues, and it's not related to the quality of the shoe. It's more biomechanics. So myself I'm not a weightlifter. If you are a weightlifter, or you do CrossFit, so you're doing weightlifting, then I can see the point in them. Because you are going to squat deeper, so things like the snatch. If your muscle bellies allow, your hamstrings and calves, you might get a little bit deeper, a bit bounce off your calves. Similarly, in powerlifting, you get a little more depth, so if you're a powerlifter, there's that. As training like more of a traditional style bodybuilder, then I'm only really going to lose them on things like squats, leg press. On squats, I'm a bit bum heavy, so tend to get more activation in my glutes and hamstrings anyway. I was unsure quite how the wedge would make a difference. I thought it placed more emphasis on my quads. With that comes pluses and minuses. If I'm doing low weight, it's good because I get a good burn on my quads. Testing it on higher weights, sort of 4 plates aside, I think we did last week, so 180 kilos. I find that my knee comes out further. So I don't have any knee issues, but because my knee is coming out perhaps a couple of inches further in the squat position, and doing a heavier weight puts a bit too much stress on my knees. And I found it uncomfortable on my knees, whereas a normal squat I wouldn't. So for that reason, I perhaps wouldn't wear them long-term things like squats. However, that is my mechanics. You have a lot of people who will struggle and they've got the opposite happening. So I sit back in my squat already. Some people who perhaps struggle with depth, or they're doing a bit of plantar flexion coming up on their toes, then they're going to have the opposite. So I've got Jack in here at the moment, and he is the opposite way around to me. And he squats very well, and he squats deep, but if he goes heavy, he struggles to get out of the hole. And he is the same size as me. These are UK size 8, so size 9 US. And him having trialled these, he's now desperate to get his hands on them. So I'm probably going to put them in the hands of Jack afterwards, and maybe get a video of him squatting. And it makes a difference of him being able to get out of the hole. So it's almost the difference of one continuous movement rather than the 2 movements in the squat. Other differences, on the leg press I actually find it more comfortable. This hammer strength leg press, you can't alter the foot plate. So for me, if we go heavy on this, then again I find it slightly awkward position, whereas the shoes make all the difference. It feels perfect, I can go a bit heavier, but I'm not going to have a pair of shoes just in order that I can do leg press a bit heavier. Another couple of things is, compared to something like the Addy Powers, they're wider. I've got wide feet, so that was part of the reason of going for the Romaleos. However, on the reverse, they've also got a very wide sole. It makes it feel, on things like leg press, squats, weightlifting moves, like you're glued to the floor. The reason being is you can't do any inversion or eversion of your feet. Now, I hadn't realised that I did this so much on things like squats, leg press. So I'll do inversion and eversion just to get a feel for the weight. but also get my feet in a slightly more comfortable position. With these, you can't do that. You are fixed to the machine. So it's good in a way because you feel like you're glued to the floor or glued to the foot plate. But if you want that slight adjustment, you do actually have to reset your feet rather than just shuffle them across. So all in all, the shoes are exceptionally good. If you do weightlifting, a bit of a crossover like CrossFit, so you're doing weightlifting moves, or if your biomechanics don't allow for as good or as deep a squat as you'd like, then there's a lot of point in buying them. In my instance, no. In a mobility instance, I would also say no, because a squat ramp is going to serve you better because you can progress on a squat ramp. Likewise, on a squat ramp, you can elevate your toes as well. So if you're doing things like Romanian deadlifts, stiff leg deadlifts, it's got that dual purpose. So yes, lots of reasons to buy them. They are a superb shoe, but not for me. Okay? Oh, and before you press stop, do you press stop? No. Remember to support the Gym Professor resource by checking out our free articles on gymprofessor.com and also our inventions, globe grips and the deadlift dead now. Okay? Cheers.